So we've had quite a few people ask us recently about whether we support sorting in the Hypergrid, because that's not something which comes natively with the Hypergrid. And the answer, of course, is yes, we do. So I thought I would just show this little video to let people see some of the things you can do in the Adaptable Blotter if you're using the Hypergrid and you want sorting. So out of the box, we just do a typical sort. So if I double click any column, it just sorts it first alphabetically, double click it again, it sorts it in reverse order, and double click it again, you remove the sort altogether. This blotter here is just using 25,000 rows, so it's a decent sized data grid, and as you can see, the sorting is pretty much immediate. As soon as you double click, it sorts. So that's typical normal sorting. And what happens if you want to sort in a slightly different way? For instance, let's take this country column. Let's imagine that instead of wanting to sort the countries alphabetically, you want to sort them in a way that makes sense for you. So we have a method called custom sort, and this function allows you to choose the sort order for any column. So let's create a custom sort here, and essentially you just choose which values you want to be part of your custom sort, and any not included are then sorted alphabetically. So let's do these four. So we say whenever we want to sort country, we want France, then Canada, then Italy, then Russia. Everything else will then be alphabetical. That's the sort. Finish. There's some more details. You can edit it whenever you want. And now, if I double click on country, you can see it now does it according to the order we gave it. First France, of which there's a lot, then Canada, etc., etc. Okay. What happens though if you want to sort by more than one column? Well, that's fine. All you need to do is just double click that second column. So if I now double click the counterparty column, you'll see that country now has a 1 next to it to say it's the first sort, and then counterparty is the second sort. And I can do as many as I want, so I can then sort again on currency. And you've now got country, counterparty, currency. And of course, you can make any of those go the other way around. So we've now got, let's say here, so we've now got country going alphabetical using our custom sort, currency using a descending sort, and then counterparty using a ascending sort. So that's fine. That's now a 3-column sort order. And what happens if you want to save that? Well, you've got a couple of options. The first is probably just to create a new layout based on that sort order. So if we create a layout and we say we'll copy the current grid setup, then all we need to do is give that a layout name. We'll call this 3 columns so we can remember it. It tells you which columns are in it, and it tells you what your sort is. Country ascending, currency descending, counterparty ascending. We click finish. And then whenever you want, you can take out of that layout, or you can come back in and you can have your layout always done for you. Another way of doing it is to create the sort in the layout and then have it applied to the grid. So how does that work? So we'll create another layout, but this time we'll create a completely brand new layout. We will choose the columns we want. So let's say, let's choose a few more columns. So we choose the columns, and now we can choose our sort order. So let's say we want to have notional in ascending order, and then we want to have counterparty in descending order, and let's use the one we created a custom sort for before. We want to have country in ascending order. So now we've created a sort this way. We click next, we give this a layout name, call this another sort. Click next, and there we are, that's the name of our layout. They're the columns that are in it, and they're the 3 sorts that we've done. We click finish, and you can see it's sorted it this way, notional counterparty layout. And anytime you want, you can go back either into your 3-column layout, which is the one we created earlier, or you can enter it at all. And then obviously you can just, as before, create on 1 column to have a single column sort. So there we are. That's sorting in the Hypergrid, as many columns as you want, with the ability to use layouts to save that sort order so that you can then refer back to it whenever you want. We hope you've enjoyed watching this video. There's lots more you can do in the Adaptable Blotter, of course, so please get in touch for a quote, and we look forward to hearing from you and to helping you. Thanks for watching.